The Fair Australia Party launch. Today will hopefully go in history as the day that marked the launch of a clear third choice in Australian politics. The Fairer Australia Party bringing truth to Australian politics. Hi, I'm Anthony Wilson, leader and founder of the Fairer Australia Party, standing as a candidate for the lower house of the Australian Parliament in the seat of Bennelong during the 2025 federal election. The time is right for a new political movement in Australia that speaks the truth. People are no longer listening to the left and right-wing rhetoric. Ever since the halcyon days of Gough Whitlam, Malcolm Fraser and the great Bob Hawke, Australian politics has seen a myriad of party leaders and more recently ineffective smaller parties and independents who seemingly want to win a popularity contest. The Fair Australia Party will bring focus to the issues that concern fair-minded Australians. Taxes that reward hard work and clever investments. Kindness, with Australians treating each other with courtesy and respect. Collaboration, with politicians of all persuasions delivering bipartisan outcomes for the betterment of the country. Why me, I hear you ask? I wrote a paper back in 1985 on tax reform, and 40 years later, I've decided to stop critiquing in the stands, instead getting out on the field. And hopefully by doing so, improving the life of everyday Australians by working with the elected political party to bring about next level tax reforms. My own children have inspired me to follow my dreams as they are living theirs in ways that make me and their mother extremely proud. It is my dream to now devote my time to making a difference to the lives of all Australians. By running in the seat of Bennelong, win, lose or draw, I hope to see my policies implemented, maybe even by another party. The New Zealand cricket team recently toured India, a cricket fanatic country, without their captain and star player, Kane Williamson, and they won the series 3-0 in a whitewash. The population of New Zealand is 5.1 million. The population of India is 1.4 billion. Hence, you could argue New Zealand had 0.003% chance of winning. As with the New Zealand cricket team, there may be a very small chance of me winning the seat of Bennelong. But in campaigning and revealing my policies, should another party pick up my policies and implement them, then I've effectively won. Stuart Park, where we are standing today, is named after my grandfather, who was the mayor of Eastwood in the 1960s. My grandmother and grandfather owned and ran an orchard farm on the corner of Epping and Herring Roads, now Housing Commission apartments. My mother grew up in the home, moving out when she met and married my father. I moved into Ryde 19 years ago. Previously, I'd lived and worked in Lane Cove, Manly, Paddington in Brisbane and Elwood in Melbourne, having grown up in St Ives and Pymble. I've raised 3 children in Ryde. I love the area and the people, and I'm looking forward to representing Bennelong. Why a party and not an independent? I thought hard and long about this question and elected to start as a party as I wanted it to be clear as to what I stood for. I've found with the evolution of the so-called Teals and Greens, now combined holding 12 seats in the federal parliament, that saying you're representing the community is no different to saying I breathe air. Doesn't every person that runs for a seat in government have the aspirations to represent their community? First and foremost, I'd like to see a fairer tax system. I will reveal more in the coming months, once the Prime Minister announces the election date and the political campaign commences. At the moment, via this announcement today, I'm focused on getting the Fair Australia Party registered with the Electoral Commission. To register the party, we need 1,650 members. To be a member, you must be a registered voter and not be a member of any other party. To register, all you need to do is visit the website thefaireaustraliaparty.com/member and list your personal details, which will only be visible to myself and the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission may then contact you to ensure you are in fact a member of the party. Being a member does not require the transfer of any money, nor will it provide you with any voting rights in the party. Thank you again to everyone who has made the effort to be here on this very important occasion, not just for me, but for the seat of Bennelong. Before signing off, I would like to take the opportunity to highlight my human side by making two remarks. My campaign is built around Australians generally being nicer to each other, and today that starts with me. I've made many mistakes in my life and perhaps will make many more. Going into federal politics may be one of them. However, I made a really big mistake that impacted on someone I cared deeply for and had supported me through a very tough time. I'd like to take the opportunity to apologise to that person, their friends and family. I'm truly sorry. You are amazing just the way you are. Also, I'd like to call out three people who without their support I wouldn't be here today. Ayrton, Pat and Tony. You've all contributed to rebuilding my life, and for that I will be forever grateful. In the movie Swing Vote, starring Kevin Costner, rated 5 out of 5 by Rotten Tomatoes by the way, Bud is left to decide who will become the President of the USA. Given the prediction for the next year's Australian federal election is going to be a very tight race, I could very well be Australia's version of Bud. Steph Broadbridge, you have my full consent to make a musical about me. There's plenty of dirt and skeletons that I'm sure the media and the opposing political parties will arm you with. But Steph, I'd like a front row seat at the opening night and also request that you donate all profits to a charity supporting the elimination of violence against women. On that note, I'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have the opportunity to enjoy the holiday period with your loved ones, and may 2025 be very fruitful for everyone. Thanks again for being here. Today has been solely about introducing me and my political party, and therefore I won't be taking any questions. But I'm looking forward to getting out into the community and listening to my constituents to find out what are their key issues such that I can take it to Canberra and make a difference.